Once upon a time, there was a little girl, a funny face, pigtailed kind of child, starry-eyed and stage-struck was this little girl with a big imagination running wild. In the early days of talkies, while still a kid at school, she was spellbound by Al Jolson. In the film The Singing Fool. Wait, number one, my baby, sing that song again for me. Dear old Joe, it's just as though he had me on his feet. Oh, a million baby kisses I'll deliver if you will only play that Swanee River. Rockabye, your rockabye, baby, with a Dixie melody. Now to keep this story moving, we skip the years between. We see her now in London, starry-eyed and just 16. And on a day trip to the city, full of wild ambitions, we see her in an office doing our first audition. Dinah, is there anyone finer in the state of Carolina? If there is, you know her, show to me. Dinah, with the Dixie eyes blazing, oh, I'd love to sit and gaze into the eyes of Donnelly. She was going, and the agent said, "Shut up, what are you doing? Why are you singing a man's song?" But something must have impressed that agent, because she got the job and she stayed in town. Otherwise, this story couldn't be. And as if you haven't guessed it now, that crazy kid was me. Now, this agent told me my first job was in a very beautiful nightclub. And I couldn't tell him, but I didn't even have an evening dress. All I had left was £2. And I can't come back to Llanelli because I told everybody in the street that I was going to be a big star. I thought, what can I buy for £2? So there are second-hand shops everywhere in every town and all over the world. So I went to one in Victoria. And I walked in, and I was looking round, and all of a sudden, there was a lovely short. So I said, I'll buy that. And then I saw a dark brown crepe dress with a silver star in sequins right in the center. I said, how much is that one then? So she said, 15 shillings. So I tried it on and I bought it. So I got the dark brown dress, silver sequin, star, and my fur coat. I walked out of there, you'd have thought I'd bought the crown jewels. So I arrived at the club, and the commissioner said, where are you going? I said, I'm singing here tonight. Oh, well, go through that door over there. And it was the ladies' cloakroom. And there was a lady behind the counter there. And I said, where is the dressing room? I'm singing here tonight. She said, you're in it. That's me, dressing in the ladies' toilet. So I took my coat off, and I gave it to her. And she rolled it up and put it in a drawer. And I said, what are you putting my coat in a drawer for, then? I said, why don't you hang it up over there? Oh, she said, I'm not going to risk losing this coat. I'm not having anybody pinch this. It's too valuable. And I thought, oh, what a nice person. Lovely. Londoners are beautiful. And then she took a look at my dark brown crepe dress with a silver star. And she said, you're shopping early for Christmas, aren't you? I thought, what a lovely woman. I'd kill her if I saw her now. Anyway, the pianist came. And he said, where's your music, love? So I gave him my music. And then I took a look at the room that I was going to sing in. It was packed. But you couldn't hear a sound. Everybody's holding hands. Soft lights, sweet music, you know. And I'm waiting to go on. And I thought, I'll didn't know they were making love to each other, you know. So I was convinced I was going to be a star overnight. What with my brown crepe dress and my silver star, that was it. And I sung. Love, I give you my heart. You can laugh. I scared a waiter half to death. He dropped his tray of drinks. And then I heard the owner say, "Get that kid out of here, she stinks." It isn't a laughing matter. It's breaking my heart, see? So anyway, I had to go and collect my money. They paid me 13 and 6. But not to be outdone, I said to the owner, "I'm sorry you didn't hear the whole song through, sir. It's a beautiful song." I said, "It's all about a bleeding heart." He said, "Well, get your bleeding heart out of here." So I went and I took my fur coat with me. Several jobs later, I was paid off from so many, and I never did get to finish the song of the bleeding heart. But one night, Charlie Coons was in the audience. Now listen, kid, you were marvelous. Sit back and wait for it. That's all you got to do, sit back and wait for it. I took his advice. It was 5 more years before I broadcasted again. And I often thought of giving up and calling it a day when times were hard and money short and home so far away. But chance then took a hand. It was destiny indeed that led me to that great songwriting talent, Billy Reid. And of all the songs he ever wrote, there was one that stood out from the rest. It's a song that means so much to me. It's about the one I love the best. Though the years may come and go, I bless them. Oh, and keep her forever and ever. This is my Mother's Day. Then there were the other songs, the ones I used to do underneath the willow tree and coming home to you. And perhaps the greatest song I was privileged to sing was of someone who could tell you what the future had to bring. In a quaint caravan that the lady they call. She can look in the future and drive away all your fears. But I'll go there again, 'cause I want to believe the gypsy that my lover is true and will come back to me. If you should pass by. walking behind life of mine. I've had dreams come true, some that fell apart. But what matters is tomorrow, be it rain or shine. I'm still a cockeyed optimist at heart. Other songs, other shows before my story's through.